My name is Hallelujah, and I came from Lagos to give this testimony. Papa, good morning. It's so good to see you. Good morning, church. So a little backstory so that my testimony can be well understood. In 2019, after I returned from my youth service in Zamfara, went back home to Port Harcourt, there were a lot of family issues. So in January, to be precise, I ran from Port Harcourt, called a friend and asked her if I can follow her to Lagos. And just like that, I left Port Harcourt for Lagos without any prospects. I didn't know what I was coming here to do, but I came. In that same January, I went for a church program in Lagos, and Papa was one of the guest ministers. I come from Isi Alangwa, and I've never heard of Pastor Jerry in my life. But after his ministration, I heard God clearly, follow him, this is your pastor. I said, he's in Umahia. From the introduction they did, I said, I'm in Lagos, how will I follow someone that is in Umahia? Are you telling me to move back to Umahia? He said, no, go online and follow him. And this was before NSPPD in 2019. And that is how I went home, searched for Pastor Jerry's name, and I followed him. I left every other church I was attending, and I became an online member. I didn't understand it. People did not understand. Why are you doing online church? But the only thing I kept telling them was, this is what God said I should do. I started to pay my tithe here. Fast forward to 2020, COVID, NSPPD started. I started. In that same year, August, I got a job at a very renowned company here in Nigeria. But the pay was what I was not expecting. So I didn't testify. I didn't feel like testifying because I felt disappointed. But I've been on the altar of fire for 5 years. And every time people testify of miraculous career breakthrough, I always key into it. And people will come and join, and the next day they are getting the answers. And I'm like, God, when will it be my own turn? My prayer, am I not praying it well or what? Little did I know that God asking Papa to declare 2025 as another year of El-Roi was because of me.
For the first time, this is that year. The Lord is causing us to repeat a theme for 2 years. I don't know who said, Lord, what about me? Will you not see me? It is because of you that he came back again and said, I am not done. I am not done. At the sound of your amen, let your life be the evidence of the rock.
Hey, Jesus. So in December 2024, while preparing for crossover, because I follow every service online, Thursday, crossover, 21 days fast, everything, Sunday service, first to fourth service. So Papa asked us to write down what we want for the year 2025. My number one request was, because at this point, I was tired of this job and I needed to move. This year will make me 5 years there. And I told God, I cannot continue like this. In 2024, I decided to register for my MBA, finally, after years, and then start a business with the little savings I had made. And I said, God, how will I finance this thing to be this salary? It will not be possible. So I wrote down number one, I want a job that I will not apply for, that will pay me in dollars. I'm tired of earning in naira. I don't know how you want to do it though, but that is what you will do. And I wrote it. And I came for the 31st night. I connected online and I prayed like my life depended on it. My neighbors, they know me. I can shout for Africa. Every time I'm shouting, NSPPD, what God cannot does not exist. If they pray, they show. So I prayed that night. And I remember that I had just renewed my international passport 2 years ago. And I brought it out and I said, God, will this passport expire without any stamp on it? So my money will just go like that. I keyed in. Fast forward to 21 days fasting. I started the fast. The week after the fast. When Papa will always say, this week after the fast is the week you're supposed to position yourself. Frustrated, I was walking down to the bank, crying. And I told God, I'm going to send the last money I have in my account to my mom to put into the business and for herself. I don't know how I'm going to do this business. Whether I will just tell her to give out the shop to someone else and let me focus on this job. I got to the bank. I was on the queue. And then it dropped in my spirit that I should just send. I had already sent out, these usual New Year messages that you send out in the beginning of the year. But the Spirit of God said, send out another New Year message to just all your WhatsApp contacts. And I did that. Immediately, I got a call back. from an organization. And the person asked me, hallelujah, are you busy? Are you free to talk? I said, yes, sir. He asked me to step aside. And the person was like, are you currently in so place? I said, yes. What is your current salary? I told the person. What do you do currently? I told the person, HR, payroll, admin, everything. He said, okay. What are your salary expectations? In my modesty, I said 500,000 naira. Let it not be like, we have big eye. And the person was like, what is that in dollars? I was like, dollars, care. I said, okay, please, can you allow me quickly do the exchange and get back to you? The person was like, don't worry about it. I feel like the person did the exchange and said, that is too small. It's not even up to what we pay our people in the organization. Quickly forward your CV to us and we will get back to you. Now, I wasn't enthusiastic about it because, in Nigeria, every time you meet people, forward your CV, nothing will come out of it. So I finished from the bank and I was walking back, still thinking about my life. And then I got a call back. I was on the road. Hey, God. And the person said, hallelujah, we have a job offer for you. This will be your pay. In dollars, so the Naira equivalent, 7 figures. When I heard it, hey, God, I became mad. I was like, hallelujah, calm down. If you scream on this road, they will think you are mad. I said, sorry, sir, what did you say? He said, this will be your salary. And that is just your salary. You will have your local living expenses. Now, from what I do currently, I am used to working with expatriates, so I know what it means for someone to say local living expenses. I was like, sorry, excuse me, is the job not in Nigeria? The person said, no. Hope you have a valid international passport. I said, yes. He said, okay. All expenses paid. You have accommodation and everything, feeding and all that stuff that will, I said, okay. He said, I'm still waiting. We are still waiting for your CV, so please send it. Me that was strolling. I ran back to the office. As I was running, they were looking at me like I was mad. I went back and I quickly pulled up my CV, checked on it, and I have only a BSc. I don't have masters, just a BSc. And I sent the CV. And then the person called me back and said, okay, that they have gotten the CV and someone from the company will reach out to me the next day. The next day came and that someone truly reached out to me. And that was how the whole process started. Hallelujah, how many weeks notice do you need to give? I said, because I do payroll, it must be 1 month so I can hand over peacefully. I said, okay, this is what you will do, this is what you do, and then we'll get back to you. Now, he went silent. And I told El-Roi that if it is your will for me, I know nothing will thwart it. Papa came to Lagos and I was there. I prayed like my life depended on it. I went back home, slept out of tiredness, and as soon as I woke up, the first message I saw was, hallelujah, call us back so that we can finalize your notice period. I said, hey, now me be this, me. And then I called the person immediately, and the person was like, okay, so you have to come to Abuja to authenticate your documents and then get to the embassy so you can get your visa. And I was like, Abuja, I don't have money for flight though. Hallelujah, it's not a problem. Don't worry, the company will take care of it. Your flight, your accommodation, your feeding, everything will be covered by the company. Said, tell us, they were not telling me, tell us when it will be convenient for us to book your flight. I said, I should tell you when I'll be ready to come to Abuja for my authentication. I said, okay. I said, let me check my calendar. I'll get back to you. I told them, okay, because I promised God that if he does this, if he gives me this, I will not do a video testimony. I will come and stand here and give myself. I told them, okay, 1st of March, and so that I'll be here. And they told me, no problem, it's fine. They booked it immediately, sent me my tickets, and then 2 days later, the offer came. Hey! The offer came. I was screaming. I got to the house. In my house, when you ask them who is Hallelujah, to tell you Hallelujah is always disturbing us with prayer. I screamed like I was screaming for 3 hours. I lost my voice. I was shouting, Pastor Jerry, come and see your God. Oh, how will you shout? I screamed. I said, El-Roi, am I dreaming? I will look at the letter. I will see my name. I will cut up myself. I said, hallelujah, is it you? With only BSc. Who am I, God? Hey, I was crying. I lost my voice. And then after the next week, They reached out to me. Hallelujah, this is your ID card, and we would like to fly you out of Nigeria on the 30th of March. Is that okay for you? I said, it's okay. I just put in my resignation last week, and I'm here to say thank you, El-Roi. I want to give to this God. The God that sees me. Till today, my mom says it is like she is still dreaming. I keep tapping myself and say, hallelujah, is this you? With only PSC. I don't know anybody in this Lagos. But Papa, you're God. Papa, you're God. Papa, you're God. God bless you. Your oil on your head will never run dry. I do not regret following you. When God said, leave every other thing and follow this one, I said, God, yes, yes, and now I know why. 5 years of waiting on God, and El-Roi has come through. What God cannot do.